Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well today. I haven't been on for a little while, so I thought I'd just come back, just do some makeup stuff and chat and, have a good time today. So let's begin. The first thing I wanted to talk about is I got another Influenster box this last week, and inside was this unusual OxyClean Dark Protect. What is it exactly? Oh, color preserver. So it says to use with detergent, so that's interesting. And then also in the box was this chapstick, Total Hydration. It's a nourishing lip balm with sea minerals, and so thought I'd use that today. I also recently purchased this from Conrad Beauty. It's the Eye Defining Duo. Comes with an eyeliner and mascara, and it was 50% off on the Conrad Beauty website last week, so I thought it'd be interesting to try it for only $10, so we're gonna try that today. I also thought that for like the Halloween-y spirit of things, that I would do kind of like an early 2000s inspired like prom look. I thought that'd be fun to kind of do just like a very like silvery looking makeup with like, the little twist back hair and the fluffings and the little tendrils. I thought it'd just be fun to do. So that's what I'm gonna try to achieve. I couldn't quite find a photo for reference exactly, so I'm just gonna try to pull something from memory and kind of composite some sort of look. So I hope you enjoy that. Let's begin. So I'm just taking some Painterly Pro Longwear Paint Pot from MAC, and I'm just going to use that as an eye base. This last week of work, I had shifts that started at 4 a.m. every day, which normally my shifts start at 6 a.m., so I mean only a couple hours earlier, but it drastically just like felt like, my days were dramatically different every day. And so last night I went to bed, and this morning I slept in for like 4 extra hours than I normally would have. So it just feels good to like feel refreshed on a sunny Saturday morning. Okay, well, I'm fairly certain that 2000's girls did not use eye primer, but that's okay, because this is just my artistic take on it. So when I like think back to like just photos, movies, like that kind of time of like the early 2000s, I think metallic, and I think like shiny, glittery, and very cool toned. Like the pink lips were very cool toned. There wasn't much blush that I can think of in my mind. And then eyeshadow was usually like from like lash to like a high brow of like a very silvery blue kind of eye. This is my little collection of all of the singles that I depotted and put together. This is all the metallics that I have. And I'm thinking of going in with like this like kind of silvery bluish purpley color. I think that's appropriate. This is from Sydney Grace, and I haven't gotten a lot of use out of it because I just typically don't gravitate towards silver looks, but I mean, they are key for this look, I think. Okay, so I'm going to start with that one, and then we'll just see how that goes. Ooh, that is silver. So in the early 2000s, I was like, 10, 11, 12. So I, of course, was not going to prom quite yet. But I remember, like in movies, TV shows, and like friends of like my brothers. Like I remember seeing photos of like some of the girls, and I remember the dresses were very, very long, very straight, typically like a straight across on the chest with like spaghetti straps. And then of course the hair, I think the hair was the big focus. The makeup was like an afterthought, but the hair was like probably took a while, and they probably went to like a hairdresser to get done. Which is funny because like when I went to prom, I just had literally like simple curls that I went to a friend's house and she did for me. And then for makeup, let me think of it. I went to 2 proms, so I'm trying to think of like what I did for like my senior prom. Oh yes, I definitely got my makeup done at MAC for my senior prom. That was a really big deal. And I had brought my dress to MAC to like show them as reference, like the colors. I don't know why I didn't just take a photo on my digital camera. I don't know. But I had the dress with me, and I was like, oh, I want to look, something to go with this color scheme. And so she gave me this really cool smoky like purple eye because there was some purple in my dress. But just funny to think like, that was in 2009, so just, a few years later after like the millennia and like the sparkly looks. Oh, I'm just taking another metallic shade, a little bit more of like a champagne-y, and just filling in until my brow up here. Anyways, what I'm trying to get at is that this look is definitely not what I would have worn in 2009. But 2001, 2002, like totally, at least in my head. Okay, I'm looking like a silver sparkly face. I'm tempted to put a little pink in there just to kind of give it a little bit of something. Cute. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this eyeliner mascara duo. This morning I was watching a little bit of Halloween Town, which I try to watch every year. So I've definitely seen it many a time, but it's always funny to me every time I watch it. Here is the Lauren Conrad eyeliner. Oh, hey. It says distributed by Lauren Conrad, Santa Ana, California. That's so cool. That's the city I've lived in that city before, and it's also like the city next to my home city. That's cool. Okay, let's see. So this is supposed to be a brush tip. I don't know if it's visible. Whoop. Let's see how it goes. It's not as inky as I thought it would be. Interesting. I definitely like the precision, like it's a really nice pointed, precise applicator. I am highly doubtful that anyone in the 2000s was using a pen liquid liner for their eyeliner, but that's my preference, so here we are. And I really don't think anyone was winging out their lines, so I'm not going to do that. I think that's okay. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, it's not as, like, vividly black as I prefer. I actually, now that I think about it, the color is described as onyx, and when I think of onyx, I do think of like an off black. So that does kind of make sense that it's not rich. And then this is also in onyx, the mascara. Here is what the wand looks like. I actually like the head. That's a nice bristle look. I'm not the biggest fan of the TV show The OC, but I can still appreciate that it was, you know, a lot of the show was filmed close by to where I grew up. And so it was always cool, like, to see, like, oh man, like, that mall that they're at right now, like, I've been there, or I could go there right now. But the drama that the kids were in that show was not relevant to my personal life whatsoever. And although they were a few years older than me when the show was on, it was like a little too glamorous to like envision like, oh, that could happen to me. So I didn't really watch it until, you know, I was older, and then I just thought it was interesting because of, you know, the drama, of course. Okay, I definitely think this is the kind of mascara you need to layer up to make it like the most effective. Last night I went to like a Halloween themed game night, and that was really fun. Almost everyone had a little costume on or something, and there was just, you know, some snacks and drinks, and we played a game called Blank Slate, which actually I own. It was gifted to me a few years ago, and so I'd played before, and it's actually really fun. But my friend who hosted it, she had these really sweet like prizes for, like, you know, first, second place, and then for the second round more prizes. And so that was just really fun because I've hosted many game nights, but I've never thought to get little prizes, and so now I'm inspired to like make it more of a competition. Okay, so in these 2000s looks in my mind, no one has on false lashes whatsoever, so I'm definitely not going to do that. Okay, I'm going to do some foundation, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I just have my foundation on. I penciled in a little bit of brow product, and then next I was thinking about doing a lower lash eyeliner, because when I think of 2000s, I think of definitely like a frosty liner. And so I'm going to go in with a blue that's kind of like a metallic and line my lower lash line. When I was like 12, so like 2003, I remember a classmate brought to work her mom's Avon catalog, and me and my two close friends, we all bought blue mascara and glittery eyeshadow, and that was something we wanted to wear to school because that was cool, you know, blue and glitter and normal. And as an adult, I've owned blue mascara again, and I can safely say that on blonde eyelashes, you will look freaky. Like, that's just something I've learned. And so to think back at like a 12-year-old, like, ooh, blue mascara at school, like, I probably looked really weird, but that was the time. Got our frost on. Okay, so for cheeks, I think I am going to put a little blush on, but maybe just like a really faint, like baby pink, because I think that's appropriate. Something I think like this pink. I don't know if you can see it, maybe like this. This pinky. When I think of like 2000s makeup, I can't help but think of like princess makeup, because I think there was like this air of, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like 2000s makeup was very, like, I want to say innocent. Like, it was very light colors, reflective, happy looking. And I can't help but compare that to like I don't know, a quote unquote princess look, a traditional princess, versus I think, 20 years later, people don't really do that anymore because it doesn't look natural. And I think people tend to go with like natural colors, earth tone, skin tone, and like more so defining those features on the face instead of using those unnatural colors like blue, frosty, silver, things like that. So I don't know what I'm getting at with that. Okay, so I'm also going to put on a splash of glitter. I just have my oldest piece of makeup from Lancome. This is Sparkling Touch glitter. I had begged my mom for this when she used to be at the Lancome counter, and she surprised it for me one time. I think it was like a birthday gift or Christmas gift or something, and I cherished it. And obviously, I mean, that's been more than 20 years ago, so it's still kicking, it's still here. Okay, so here's where I'm conflicted. I don't know if I want to put glitter on the lid and risk the fallout, or if I should just put it on the cheek, because I do remember there being like a glittery aura upon everyone's cheek. I'm gonna try to do eye, but we will see how that goes. Let me see, maybe. Ta-da! I don't know if you can see it very well. Oh, yes. This is what I was going for. This is what I can imagine. Oh, if you've ever seen Ever After with Drew Barrymore from like 98, I think. When she like unveils herself at the ball, and she's this really miraculous angel. And she has like this sweeping white glitter makeup. Oh, it's so beautiful. This is what I was kind of going for. Obviously, I'm no angel, but... Oh, the fallout has begun. And in that movie, when the camera, like, pans over her face, like, the individual specks of reflective catch the light on film, and it's, like, a twinkling look on her cheek. It's so beautiful. I love that movie, by the way. I'm actually going to go back into my metallic shade and take a little bit of like my champagne-y color and try to do a little inner corner. I don't think that was a thing back then, but I'm doing it now. I'm also just gonna try to clean up under eye. Cool. Let me think. Okay, lips. I think I'm going to try to do just like a really baby doll pink frosty look. Oh, I have my chapstick. I'm going to first go in with this. I wanted just to see how it feels. Here is the packaging. Fresh tube. Kind of smells like the sea. You know when it's like a brand new top, it doesn't really contort to the shape of your lips yet? I think that feels nice. Nothing extraordinary. It's not as frosty as I was going for, but I'm hopeful that this gloss topper from Jouer will help. This is in the shade Skinny Dip, and it's called a lip topper. And it's just like this really beautiful pale gold with like white reflection. In fact, it is this product that inspired me to do this idea, because I recently was putting this on and it looked so frosty that it reminded me of like frosty 90s 2000s lips. Voila. Okay, I am gonna get my hair ready next, so let's skip over to that. Okay, I've returned. I put a little dry shampoo in my hair, and I did a good old-fashioned zigzag part. I definitely had those in my hair as a kid. Okay, so I was thinking like an updo with like some little things around the face. And I don't have butterfly clips anymore, but that definitely would have been key. Let's see, I'm thinking something like this. Okay, let me try. Keep this separate. I always thought that these hairdos in movies looked so glamorous, and I always wanted to do something like this for like a special occasion, but I wasn't quite old enough, so now is my chance. Although I don't have any butterfly clips anymore, I do have some clips. I'm going to try to use those and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I was thinking like a little twisty, something like this. I feel like that was really popular. Okay, another one. I am by no means a hair like expert. I'm just having a good time. In fact, I often think to myself how I would like to cut my hair really short again, because I just get tired of it. But I feel like hair for me is always like in a cycle. I want long hair, I want short hair. I want long hair, I want short hair. Can't wait to grow out this hair so I can have long hair again. Oh, I want to cut it all off again. It's pretty common with a lot of people, but especially me. Okay, let's see. These are kind of getting in my way. After this video, I think I'm going to do a tour of my skincare or my nail care, since I have a lot of that. I haven't decided yet, but stay tuned if you like tours of products. Have you guys watched the movie called She's All That? I feel like that's like the epitome of a 90s, a 90s like makeover love story teenage drama movie. In fact, when I was trying to look up inspiration for this look, I looked up that movie because I thought for sure like in that movie there would be like a reference that I could use. But no. Okay, I've got my little twirls. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna try to do something like this. Oh, I was a really big fan of Mary-Kate and Ashley when I was little. And they're a few years older than I am. But I absolutely wanted so many of their hairstyles, including one of their like shorter looks. Hold on a second, I have to concentrate. These tendrils are driving me crazy. Okay, that's kind of what I had in mind. Let me take these out before I lose my mind. Okay. Okay. Cute. Got kind of like a swoop thing going on. I also look a little too old for this hairstyle, but that's alright. My forehead wrinkles are like, you're not in high school going to prom. I think because I curled this section of hair yesterday to go this way, it keeps trying to go that way. Okay, I think to finish off the look, I'm gonna change my top and then my earrings. Well, I'll put my earrings in and then we'll be done. All right, everyone, here is my finished look. I've got my little dangly earrings. I've got my tendrils in full force. I've got my little evening gown. I do have a choker that I thought would be appropriate, but I think it clashes with the earrings. I think this makes me look like trying to be young, and then the earrings make me look elevated. Anyways, I thought that was really fun for me to kind of live out this fantasy of mine that I've always dreamed would be so amazing. I feel like I need a touch more of gloss. To really make it pop. Anyways, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope you enjoyed my look. I hope this inspires you to fantasize about your childhood prom that you never went to either. And stay tuned for after this, I will be doing a tour of something in my collection. Dun dun dun. Anyways, I thank you again so much. I hope you are doing well, and I will see you soon. Bye.